great presentation. I know we've covered a lot. A couple of questions for you, though, regarding retaining talent and hiring talent. How can AP automation help with that challenge? Do you have thoughts on that you could share with us?
Yeah, so I mentioned that a little bit earlier, but again, the 45, I think it was like 45% people that are working that respond to our survey when our state of automation and finance report, responding to our survey. 45% of them said they feel more efficient working from home. They will prefer to work from home, right? So if you think about that number, 45%, almost 50%, but let's just say 4 out of 10 people that either work for you guys, or are looking to work for you guys will prefer to have something to where they're able to work from home, right? So if 45% of your workforce would prefer to work from home, they'll either keep working for you guys and just be angry if you're forcing them to come to the office, or they'll go somewhere else, right, and find a place that does accommodate them in what they're looking for, right? Again, I talked about the great resignation, so people were calling it, where people were having to being called back to the office earlier in 2022, and a lot of people quit because they didn't want to come to the office because they got used to they're used to being at home and having the benefits of being at home, but even then being more efficient when it comes to working. Like for me, again, I'll use myself as an example. I work from home, and for me, I feel I'm more efficient here than I am in the office. I'm in the office. I'm a social butterfly. I go talk to my coworkers at the coffee station. I go do certain things, and I look up. It's been 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, let me get back to my desk. Right? You're not doing those things. You're in the office. You're at your desk or wherever they have set up, and they're just working. And they might, do different things. Maybe they get a text message to answer it, but they're still at their desk, they're working, and they're more efficient. And so I talk about that, talk about API automation and how that helps is your people are looking for companies that have, some type of hybrid or remote work. Now, some people they just love working in an office, and that's perfectly great. But again, 4 out of 10 people will prefer to work from home or have some type of hybrid schedule, right? So if that's the case, then you want to implement a solution that's able to accommodate your AP processes and the ability for your employees to flex and work from home as well. Because if you're fully manual, then you're still having to sign papers, you're still having to check the mail, you're still having to do certain things that will not open it up to be able to work from home. But having a solution like a use or any API automation solution, you're able to process documentation and do things from a different area, right? Not just from the office. You can go out and process things everywhere.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Another question coming in. If you could drill down a little bit more on what you meant by zero risk platform.
Yeah. So zero risk platform, that uses zero risk platform in that there the way we bill is we don't lock people into a contract for years on end. So if you sign a contract with Use, you're not going to receive your first bill until your effective billing date, which should correlate with your go live date. It's not always perfect, but should correlate with your go live date. So really, with the Use platform, there's not really any risk because when you sign your contract, you're saying, hey, I want to get started with Use. You're not locked into some long-term contract. There's a 90-day out period. But then on top of that, all of the built-in automation that's with Use is I mean, the ability to earn your cash back being the biggest thing. A lot of people I talk to are interested in VCCs and cash back. Use offers that as well for our clients, and they're able to take their spend and earn cash back on that, right? And so some of the things we talk about with the Use platform is the functionality and the time savings and the money savings you get from the Use platform pays for itself, so it is risk free. It is risk free, but from a like signing up for the contract risk free standpoint, the Use has a 90-day out period. You don't get your first bill until after you have billing date, which should correlate with your go live date, but it's never perfect. But you don't get your first bill essentially until you go live, but not really. I mean, effective billing date there's a little bit there, but there's no risk to using the Use platform. If you don't like it, you can cancel at any time.